Hello scholars. Now we are going to continue with Geography chapter 7 Industries. In the previous class we have discussed about different types of industries on the basis of size, ownership, raw materials and intensity of resources. Today we are going to move ahead with the chapter and we are going to study about industrial system. Industrial system is basically a system which comprises of input, processing and output. Input in the industrial system relates with the raw material, land, labor, capital, power, water, transport, etc. Whatever is needed as a basic investment for producing something is termed as input. Second is processing. Processing relates with the method of converting a raw material into a finished product. And third step is the finished product or the final good which is ready to be sent to the market. So we can say that industrial system fully comprises of the process in which a raw material is brought, converted and is being forwarded to the market after it's ready. So next we are going to discuss about industrial regions. As we have discussed earlier that there are certain factors which decides the location of industries. So in this manner, the regions or the areas which are having many industries located at the same place are termed as industrial regions. These industrial regions are basically set up in those areas where availability of each and every resources is there, or we can say that the areas where each and every resource can be made easily available is termed as the industrial regions. Mostly industrial regions are having different types of industries set up together at a common place, and these industries are related to each other. Many of the large-scale industries are set up very near to the other manufacturing units or to the other industries which are producing other things so that they can take benefit of the other industries which are located near to them. There are many industries which are specialized in making a particular type of product, and for producing other things they depend on other manufacturing units. Take an example of an automobile industry. In a car manufacturing unit, the glasses, the engine, window panes, all these things are got ready from different manufacturing unit, and after collecting all those things, these things are assembled together in a common manufacturing unit where the car is ready and is being sent to the market. In this manner, one unit is dependent on other unit. So the regions in which all these units are together established with the proper availability of resources like water, power, transport, labor, raw materials, etc. are termed as industrial regions. Government of India has even introduced special economic zones which are providing all these facilities together at one region so that it should attract more and more industrialists to come and set up their industries. So these zones are basically known as industrial zones or industrial belts. As per the world, there are 4 major industrial regions. These are eastern part of North America, Western and Central Europe, Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. As per India's level, there are 8 major industrial regions in India. They are Mumbai-Pune region, Hooghly region, Bangalore-Coimbatore-Chennai triangular region, Gujarat-Jamnagar region, Chota Nagpur region, Visakhapatnam region, North Industrial region, Southern Industrial region. So these are 8 different industrial regions which are in India. As per the availability of resources, the location of industries are affected. In this manner, the industries are distributed unevenly all across the world at different regions where these resources can be easily made available to the industrialist or to the owners of the industry. Next, we are going to discuss about some important industries which are set up in our country and across the world. So we are going to study about iron and steel industry, which is basically a primary industry, as the products or the machinery which is made by these industries is used by all other industries for manufacturing their goods. That is the reason why iron and steel industry is called a basic industry and acts as a backbone to the modern civilization, because now we cannot think of a life without iron and steel. Whatever things we use are somehow manufactured with the help of machines, and these machines are provided by iron and steel industries. So now let's discuss about the industrial system of iron and steel industry. That is the input, which is raw material, processing and output of iron and steel industry. First of all, we are going to discuss about raw material. The raw material for iron and steel industry includes iron ore, coal, manganese, limestone, etc. And in addition to these, some other factors are site, land, labor, power, etc. So in this way, all these acts as a raw material for iron and steel industry. Next is the processing. In the iron making process, combustion process is undertaken in a blast furnace in which the iron ore is charged with heat from burning of coke and hot air is blown to provide oxygen. And in this process, we obtain crude iron ore, which is known as pig iron. Limestone is added to this pig iron to cool it down. And when this pig iron melts, it is collected at the base of the furnace, and from there, this pig iron is then transferred to steel making plants in molds. And there it is being converted into sheets, rods and other materials, whatever manner it is required. Small iron and steel industries, they use electronic furnace in place of blast furnace to make steel. So this was the processing in an iron and steel industry. Next is the output. As we have discussed, output means the finished product or the final goods. So output of iron and steel industry includes heavy machines, tools, ships, trains, etc. Now let us discuss about some important facts related to iron and steel industries. Iron and steel industries are basically set up in those regions where land, labor, power and water is easily available. Or we can say that the regions in which the resources are easily available are more prone to set up of iron and steel industries. During 1950s, iron and steel industries are mostly set up in the coastal regions and in the regions which are having a dense and well-developed transport system. In India, iron and steel industry is growing at a very fast rate as per its demand and the availability of labor, land, etc. The products which are made in iron and steel industries are great. The products which are manufactured in iron and steel industries are of great use to the common people. So in our country, many of the iron and steel plants are located in the state of Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Orissa, etc. In 1947, the production of steel in India was 1 million ton, which has raised to 30 million tons in 2002. In this manner, as per the advancement and as per the development in technology and as per the increase in needs, the demand of iron and steel industry is increasing day by day. Now we are going to study about second type of industry, that is textile industry. The word textile is basically taken from the Latin word tuxere, which means to weave or woven fabric. Textile industry is basically related with the manufacturing of clothes. The woven cotton fabric was first used around 5000 years ago by the people of Harappan civilization, and since then, as we have developed, we are continuously using these woven fabrics. So as per the type of raw material, the textile industries are classified as cotton textile industries, silk textile industries, woolen textile industries, and jute textile industries. Basically, textile industries manufacture clothes from fiber, and both the types of fiber, that is natural and man-made, are used in different types of industries for making fabric. So now, out of all these different types of textile industries, we are going to discuss about cotton textile industry. Cotton textile industry is basically related with making of cotton fabric. As we have discussed, that first cotton fabric was used around 5000 years ago. So cotton textile is one of the oldest world's industry. Earlier, the fabric was made with hand, but that was a time consuming process. But now, as per the advancement in technology, the cotton fabric is made with the help of machines. In earlier times too, the clothes which are available in India like muslin, embroidered clothes were famous in the world for their quality. But now with the advancement, the handmade cloth has been replaced by machine-made cloth, and this was possible only after Industrial Revolution during the 80th century. So in this manner, textile industry is one of the oldest and one of the most supportive industry for the economy of a country. Now we'll discuss about cotton textile industries in India. The first cotton textile industry in India was set up in 1818 in Calcutta, but soon it was closed down. But after that, in 1854, other cotton textile mill was started in Mumbai, which was a great success as it received many advantages because of the location of Mumbai. As Mumbai is having a warm and humid climate and is even a port city and a developed city, so the availability of resources like raw material, land, labor, etc. are easily available in Mumbai. So that was the reason why the industry which was set up in Mumbai was a great success. Nowadays, the places like West Bengal, Gujarat, UP, Punjab, Haryana, etc. are the main centers for cotton textile industries in India. Next, we are going to study about third type of important industry, that is IT industry or information technology industry. This industry is generally related with computers. IT basically refers to the means in which people communicate in a better way. That's why it includes the process of storage, processing, and distribution of information. Along with the advancement in information technology, the whole world has become a global village. The reason being, now the people are able to communicate with each other in a better manner, and they are able to share their views and experiences with each other. Computers are the most important part of IT industry. The invention of computer has resulted in an electronic age, and this age started in 1940 when the first computer was developed in USA. Nowadays, IT industry include different type of services that work parallelly along with information technology, like medical technology, entertainment, etc. It even forms a part of electronic things like radio, television, telephone, etc. These type of equipments can easily run on solar energy or with the help of batteries, and even are eco-friendly. So in this manner, information technology or IT has become an unavoidable part of our life. It has led to a great change in our life. It has made our life comfortable. Nowadays, we can get each and every information just with a click. We just need to press a button and we can access the information on a large scale from every corner of the world. In this manner, IT industry has helped us to improve our knowledge to a larger extent. It has not only helped us in improving our knowledge, it has helped us in gaining knowledge about new things, learning new things, gaining new experiences, and to become a smaller part of the whole global society, which comprises of the whole world and the countries in it. Some of the major IT industries, Silicon Valley, California and Bengaluru. Some major IT centers in India are Mumbai, Pune, Gurgaon, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kochi and Chandigarh. So these were the three different type of industries which are important for development. So this was all about the chapter. Before winding up, let us discuss about some important points or highlights of the chapter. An industrial system consists of input as raw material, processing of raw materials and output as finished goods. At the world level, there are 4 major industrial regions, and at national level, India has 8 main industrial regions. First iron and steel manufacturing company, called Tata Iron and Steel Company Limited, was set up at Jamshedpur in 1907. Jamshedpur is the oldest and largest center of iron and steel industry in India and is also known as Steel City. The founder of TISCO was Shri Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata. He was also known as the Iron Man of India. Ahmedabad in Gujarat is also known as the Manchester of India. The first cotton textile mill was established in Ahmedabad in 1859. Bengaluru in Karnataka is termed as the electronic capital of India. Frederick Terman is known as the father of the Silicon Valley. This was all about the remaining part of the chapter. With this, we are going to finish off the chapter and wind up the class. Good day for now. Stay home, stay safe.